Hi everyone, it's day 70 of the 90-day journey and pretty exciting times for Chris and I. Chris is my business partner. We had the next phase of the DEA Black process in place this morning. So we had a scheduled call. For me it was 6 a.m. and for Chris it was 8 p.m. And we had that with Mark Ford and through Zoom, and we went through the first call that we had with him was called the induction process. So that was really outlining the process of going black and what to expect when it comes to the journey ahead. And it was really detailed and structured last time, and I would say the same for this call as well. It was really, really informative and really supportive and encouraging. So he talked about 3 phases. The first phase being the induction phase, the second phase being onboarding, and I can't remember what the third phase was. I didn't write it down, but the second phase, which is where Chris and I are right now, is broken up into 5 parts. And one of those parts is what's called a fact finder. And Mark sent to us a document. It was quite a few pages long, and we literally, Chris and I, consulted with each other. So we had a scheduled call and we went through the questions on that document together. And it was really good. So she had a turn of writing, I had a turn of writing, and it was great. It was a great brainstorming activity as well, because Chris and I are very good friends. And so what was good about that is we could make suggestions on each other's answers as well. So it was a great brainstorming process, which was really, really good. So yeah, part of the fact-finding process highlighted more than anything maybe some of the things that we feel could be a hurdle for us, and what are some of the things that could prevent us moving forward. And there was a lot of discussion around those 2 areas, and it's interesting because Chris and I, as we brainstormed and wrote that out, we tended to be not blasé about it, but just was very instinctive with what we were writing. We weren't worrying about spelling or grammar. It was just a very instinctive approach to writing the answers down to those questions. What was good about that, I think, is a lot of that's coming from the subconscious. And Mark highlighted that. He really did a great job of looking at our language and highlighting what we'd written in the answers that could potentially be what's called a success blocker in the future. And it was also highlighted that we can't move forward really on this journey without identifying and addressing those blockers to success, which is a great point and very true. And sometimes we can't identify those ourselves. Sometimes we know that there is something there's something going wrong. Sometimes you feel like you could be self-sabotaging, but just not sure as to what, or even how to verbalize it or articulate it. Because I think some of the questions that were being asked of me, I was unsure on how to verbalize it. And yet it comes across as a feeling. So it was a really good process for us to do, because it highlighted, in the early stages, some of those things that really do need to be looked at and addressed as we move forward on this journey. Because as much work as you put in, you can put in all the work, but you're not going to get very far if you're blocking your own success. And there's some self-sabotage that can be going on. So really, really important for that fact-finding process. And more importantly, there are specific areas that are really, really crucial when coming to answering it and then going through that process with Mark. So that was really good. I've just written notes here, so I'm just seeing if there's anything there that I need to highlight and talk about. I think the next call that we're going to have is all about identifying our skill sets. So that was awesome. We're going to run through and just find out what value we can bring to the community and what value we can bring to anyone that really joins us as well as members. So that's going to be really good as well. So at this stage, we've just scheduled some calls, or Mark's going to go ahead and schedule some calls with some additional coaches. That's going to give us some support when it comes to those success blockers. That's all underway and all happening. So very organized, very structured. You feel like you're in good hands. You feel very supported, and it's very, very encouraging. So it's a great process. So that's it for my share today on day 70 of the 90-day journey. Just wanted to let you guys know and keep you updated as to Chris and I's progress when it comes to DEA Black. And it's all looking really, really positive and really good at this stage. So that's my share today, and I will check in with you tomorrow, day 71. Oh, got all the action steps done today. Green juice, meditation, bottle of water when I woke up, walking, feeling 100% better. So everything's on track. So all action steps, and I'm going to go for lunch now. There's a small cafe here, and I'm going to go ahead and write my blog in the cafe. So nice environment. Over and out till tomorrow. Bye for now.